Good day and welcome to a new video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe! Heyo! And welcome today. Today you're joined by me, Daniel, and we're going to be drawing crocodiles. Like the Great Dundee. Yeah, I haven't seen the movie actually, but yeah, we'll be drawing crocodiles here. As you can see. So what have we got today? We got a bunch of pictures or images that I did did find from the internet. Mostly you can find them from Google. I do use Google mainly to find my images. There are better ways and things, but that's kind of quick and easy just to find some quick references. But then that you might want to go deeper into finding reference, find your own, whether it's from books or some other formal way, like for actually going visiting the zoo or something like that, can be helpful because you find your own reference. For instance, this ain't the best reference that I've got here in the world because you don't have a full kind of view of the crocodile. It's kind of hard to get that because they are quite long and not a lot of people can get up close to them. And definitely, photography. A lot of people taking photography and photos and stuff don't want to get close to a crocodile. They are very dangerous creatures, so yeah. Anywho, let's start with the kind of simple one. Crocodiles are kind of semi-aquatic, usually. And I think I've got a few here. They look actually might be the same breed, all of them. Looks, yeah, like there is different breeds, obviously. Like I think this is saltwater. Yeah, saltwater. There's a few breeds out there of them. I don't know all the details about crocodiles. I know there is differences between crocodiles and alligators. But yeah, I don't know all the species and everything about the species. Might get close-ups of some of my reference as I use it. Just trying to focus in on it. It might because I'm not always drawing alligators or this type of creature. Very long and scaly skin creatures most of the time. Most of the time I'm drawing like furry creatures. Like you become rusty at these things, and those kind of things. It's good to go into a different direction every now and again. Do some kind of, if you're into creatures, draw characters, or if you're into, into drawing kind of bunnies all the time, draw crocodiles. Like draw something different and something that's going to test you. And these are rusty drawings to begin with. I'm just kind of focusing on getting the details, well, not the details, getting the overall picture right. Kind of creating a silhouette of it. No way. And you've got Photoshop tools. I'm using 2020 at the moment. I've got a new 2020 version that's been updated of Photoshop lately, and that's what I've been using lately. It's 2.19's version was starting to crash a little bit more. It was playing up a wee bit kind of this year, a little bit last year, but not too much. And I switched to 2020 version. You get both versions with the Photoshop package. And yeah, I'm quite happy with this version, this newer version. It's so much updated, you know, like I think there's like 3D, there's more 3D stuff, I'm not sure. Um, I knew they did have 3D in 2.19, but there seems a lot more now than there was last year, so not sure about like all the differences, but there's definitely, it's way easier to use different things, like the type tools way easier. They've got new tools and stuff. um, I haven't added all the tools. I had to actually set it up. I was like, so I went into from the 2.19, which all set and everything for me, to the 2020 version, and it's like, oh, there were some tools that I usually use, like the paint bucket tool, um, and I think the magic wand possibly was another one that wasn't like on my toolbar, so I had to actually go in to the preferences and everything and actually pop that in. So it was a bit like, how do I do this? And but once I got my head around it, once I actually found out how to change and everything like that, um, yeah, and I found in that, you know, category of changing my tools, I found some, you know, pretty cool tools. You know, you got a 3D lasso selection tool, so you can select on a certain plane or something. You know, if you're doing 3D, you can select like an object's, you know, right side or left side or something like that, um, which could be um, pretty cool to do. So yeah, I'm just kind of drawing him. Yeah, so there's differences between alligators and crocodiles. Alligators are more, they've got like longer jaws, I'm pretty sure. Um, that's how it goes, as far as I know. Um, yeah. But they are, in kind of nature and everything, they're kind of the same in a way. And they have quite a few teeth. Yeah, feel free to like check your music on, um, you know, draw with me, some crocodiles. Yeah, and feel free to paint and draw along to what you would like to do, you know. It's really, you know, good to kind of do that. I every now and again I like to check on Bobby Chio's channel stuff, Adam Duff's channel stuff. I think it's Marco Torres channel. Don't hold me on that. Used to be Jake Parker as well. He's some cool stuff. But I haven't seen much of him on YouTube. I haven't been big on YouTube though, like watching a lot of art stuff at the moment. Um, so yeah, I can't. Will Tiro, I think his name, and he just does a lot of like children's books. I liked to watch him. Now I don't really get the time to, but I used to like watching his. I used to have kind of chat streams where um also have his art playing as well, him painting and drawing stuff, which was really cool. And I think he's recently done a video about his children's book that he's created at the moment, and trying to get that kind of published. I think it is published as far as I know. Um, but yeah, he's really cool, and he does some awesome children's books. Um, yeah. It's cut off there on the image, and that's the thing, I couldn't find a lot of like full shots of crocodiles, so I've had to go for kind of what I could find at the moment. Probably I could research and find some more imagery of crocodiles and other things that I could find, like skulls and the anatomy and stuff like that of it. um, and those kind of things, and get really in depth and start kind of drawing it as much as I can. Um, just kind of dealing with two screens. I got two screens. I got one with my reference, and one with what you're seeing now. um, yeah, and I do have my reference on the side that I use as well, depending, what I'm doing. This can be quite small looking compared to my other screen. Is quite big, so it can be. So this is two that I'm drawing. Right now it's been like 12ish minutes, so this has been under 12-minute drawing for the first one. Two drawings, so I've done a sketch and then a full drawing. So really, roughly about 7 minutes each, per drawing ish, 6 minutes each, per se. It probably took me a little bit longer for the next one than it did the other one, but yeah. And what have we got? So this one, probably start that again. There we go. Because we want to start from this corner. For me, I definitely want to start from that corner and go from there. Going from a kind of center point of something can be better in a way sometimes. I mean, everyone, each to their own kind of a thing. Everyone has a different technique, and things like that. What works best for them, starting this way and going around or doing the main shapes. Yeah, doing the main shapes is kind of the best way, most kind of accurate way. Yeah. Because, yeah, this is pretty much reference drawing for me. Me just drawing references of something, per se. And I do it every now and again. I've done it like, I think 2 or 3 weeks ago. I did elephants. Couple of weeks after that, I did something else. I don't 100% remember what it was, but I've had quite a few of me just drawing stuff like this, and it's quite good me just to draw in front of you live and chit chat and things like that. It's quite nice. It's quite different to just kind of just kind of streaming with my painting. With those ones, yeah, my chats are more kind of focused, and some of them I've got artists in, and we're chatting about things and lots of, um, yeah, just art stuff in general. And these ones are just kind of painting and illustrating. You see me kind of create stuff. It's good kind of to chillax and just draw in front of you guys, and yeah, it's quite fun. And this is like kind of similar to what I do on Tuesday. So on my Twitch channel on Tuesdays, every Tuesday I have a stream that I do. It's roughly anywhere between like 20 minutes and half an hour. Well, 45 minutes to the max. I really around about there. That I do streaming. Usually it's around about 20 to 30 minutes, but sometimes I do 40 minutes if I'm lucky. Of me just kind of painting and creating what I'm working on at the moment. I'm working on at the moment my book, as I am, kind of finishing it off, doing the last little parts of my book, getting ready for print basically, and yeah. So you would have seen lately one of my streams was I think I've had 2 artists in the last 2 weeks. And it was with the title pages that I've been painting the title page of the book. So yeah, that's worked out quite well so far. So you can't see, might be able to see the whole image. No, I can't. Yeah, it's all cut off, so I can't see the rest of the foot. I think that's just the image though. It's cut off like that. So this is first pass. I mean, you gotta kind of kill your darlings in a way. You gotta get past all your bad drawings, and just warming up and stuff like that before you can get any good drawings. Sometimes you can kind of get those lucky strikes where you do kind of draw something really good straight off the bat, and it worked out well, but sometimes you do need a few passes at it. Yeah, it also depends how how warm you are. But yeah, how kind of you are, if you're drawing all the time, if the subject matter is what you're drawing all the time, kind of a thing. Those things come into play, definitely, when you do come and draw something new. Yeah, so that is the first pass. And like I said, I'm not expecting anything great. I'm pretty much just drawing and drawing what I see basically, and trying to another thing though, I do have music with me on a Tuesday. I just have some random music that I play. Should I play it in the background? Sometimes they're kind of quiet, sometimes not. A little bit quiet side today. Yeah, just kind of focusing and drawing at the moment. So some of this is actually like with this photo here, because he's on sand, some of his body is actually covered by the sand a little bit. So there's a little bit of that going on with some of the shape, as you can see. So it can be a little bit of work to figure that out. What is actually his body and what's actually him, the sand, and that happens especially with crocodiles, because they do kind of lay in certain areas and mud and stuff like that. So they do seep into kind of sand and water, mud, Yeah, so you get a lot of that sometimes with these kind of animals. It's always good to hunt around for different photos as well. I didn't get all the time in the world to hunt for these photos. I just found the first kind of photos I could find that were okay, reasonable to draw from. But yeah, it is what, sometimes it is what kind of photos you have that you can produce, better drawings. Same with drawing kind of your own things. You know, if you have bad reference with you, you can kind of only draw as good as your references. If you have bad references, say people in this reference only have like one leg, you always draw, your people with one leg, and that might be quite bad for what you're doing for some reason. The client or the piece of work you're doing doesn't involve, one-legged people, then you've got bad reference. You got to find the right kind of reference for the right kind of art material and art works that you're trying to do. And same with, like I had with one of them with elephants, finding the reference, finding the same kind of reference, so they're having all, I think I chose African elephants. I made sure they were all African elephants, because there are differences between the two, an Indian elephant and a African elephant. If you gather references of, say, an Indian elephant, and that's all the kind of reference you have, you may draw elephants like those elephants, Indian elephants, and it's how you draw them, because it's the way you've kind of seen them, because it's the only reference you have. Yeah, so this is an adding up because I've got quite a little bit more space in that. So got to really allocate them. Yeah, crocodile them up. Yeah, they have really long bodies, so you really push them in trying to push that longness. But that's what I called like the kind of first drawing of that. We can size it down because what we're gonna do is probably size up the canvas lengthways a little bit. That'll do. Oops, no, we don't want that. What do we do there? There we go. I must have accidentally deleted them. Anywho, right there. I wanted to move that. No, we wanted to move that down here somewhere so that I have some room to draw. And this can be croc 3. Right, and we can start on the next one. Awesome. So we're going to do the same drawing, but now looking at doing a first pass kind of a thing. Well, I did the first pass twice in a way. I can fully kind of redraw it. And what's most important is observation. Yeah, having really high observation skills does help to make this kind of work better. You can really draw kind of anything if you have a really high observation skill, kind of a thing. Size it down a little bit. That's what's good about, drawing in a program like this. It doesn't have to be Photoshop, but in most of these programs, you can size down your drawing, size it up. so that's what's good about it. Hey, and welcome to the stream. Yes, this is my drawing stream that I do. I'm doing these streams every now and again, as I do. I used to do like monthly draw streams, so I get all my drawings from my sketchbook, and talk about them every month at the end of the month. But I did that for 6 months, and I kind of stopped that for now, because it was kind of a little bit repetitive after doing it for that long. I still do the drawings at the moment. Like, I'm still drawing them. I do 4 drawings a week that I create words for, and I draw them like October, but only 4 days a week, kind of a thing. And yeah, I just keep doing it. It's good. I kind of post it to Instagram. Yeah, and just keep drawing. It keeps me motivated. It keeps me drawing something for 4 days a week. That's not just my art or what I'm working on, or it's something different every day. Yeah, so I decided to do crocodiles. There were a few things on kind of my list, but I thought I'll chew off crocodiles for now. Yeah, the idea is I do these streams every now and again. I've done quite a few kind of human drawings and reference drawings of characters and humans and things. So yeah, just me kind of doodling and drawing humans, animals and things would be a little bit different every now and again as well, as I do. And it does, because at the moment I've had kind of this goal that I started kind of in, I think I started it around about March. I try to get kind of 50-ish minutes of 30-ish minutes of drawing a week. Yeah, 30 minutes of drawing each week from reference. And that's not a lot, but it is quite challenging to fit that in with doing all my other stuff that I've got to do. So it is quite challenging to keep up with it. Some weeks more than others, but yeah. So it is an ongoing thing, and this does make sure that I do that every week. But I don't do these streams every week, so. But I have kind of kept it up for quite a few weeks every now and again. There are some weeks that I have kind of let it go a little bit, unfortunately. Yeah. So I kind of done only 2 drawings in a way. But that's okay. Sometimes I do 3 or 4 in these ones. Sometimes I only do 1. But yeah, it's kind of just making sure that I could, I just draw something. Basically, yeah. like this is real time, me really painting as I'm talking. Yeah, so I'm also doing that. I'm also trying to chat with you guys as I'm painting and focus on drawing this as well. That's what my Tuesday streams kind of do feel like, you know, it's really chillaxed. Um, Sometimes I talk a bit much though, and sometimes I don't really talk at all. So yeah, hopefully do, you know, you are enjoying this video and maybe drawing along or um, Jeff, you that don't know, if you do watch this, whether you watch it on Twitch or YouTube, I do obviously do Twitches on Tuesdays. I said it quite a few times. If you made it here, you probably know by now. But yeah, I do stream on Twitch as well, and um, I usually do that to get me kind of warmed up for the week or something by Tuesday, all warmed up so that when I come on Saturday, um, yes, I'm not kind of um, don't know what I'm doing and just yeah getting the practice in uh, for my week. And it gets me also to paint that week as well, so that I can get I know at least on that Tuesday, no matter what, I have to at least paint um, for a little bit, you know. And yeah, it enforces that, and it does kind of help a little bit to kind of push my schedule, make sure that things get done. Yeah. But I've only missed like a couple of Tuesdays. And those were like reasons like my voice was really bad, so I didn't want to talk at all, and I was like, no, I'll just paint. Um, Rather than do a stream, try to talk, kill my voice and everything like that. You know, I've had, um, I think one time when that happened. I think the other I was away or something like that. I just couldn't do it that Tuesday. That's the only times I did miss it. I think when I had a guest on or something, the following morning, I think that was the other one. I was like, no, I can't do a stream on a Tuesday. Then the next morning, you know, have to do another stream. So I just decided to not do a Tuesday stream for that reason. We kind of have a cleaned up version here of him. I still think maybe the best drawing is this one at the moment. Yeah, it is what it is, you know. Um, you just do what drawings you can do and get them done, you know. And if they don't work out, they don't work out, and that's what you kind of have to do sometimes. Cool. Awesome. So that's been about 40-ish minutes of me streaming and painting crocodiles. Just kind of adding a few touches here on the line. Like I've just done the line pretty much. I've done any shading at all or anything like that. I mean, I'd like to continue it and things like that. That would be awesome. Maybe one day I might do kind of a live stream, kind of few sessions or something like that. If I have time one day. But yeah, for now I've just been drawing crocodiles. You know, chit-chatting with you guys. Yeah, if you do feel like you want to draw crocodiles, go ahead. And yeah, find some reference. Draw along with me again, like, if you like. Yeah, I have, like, I did a Prismacolor that was a crocodile once. I think I pretty much made it all greys, so I used mostly greys in that drawing that I did, so all grey Prismacolors to do it. Yeah, and I think I did it really well with that one. So yeah, thanks for joining me. If you did join me, I really do appreciate it. You know, feel free in the comments how you found this video, if you liked it, anything like that, any feedback, I really appreciate it. Yeah, I'd say, you know, keep drawing everyone, and we'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.